necessary.
To bring the guard down.
So here we go. Welcome. Hello, everybody. I'm Tony Incomparable. This is Rocco Rompamuro, and welcome to your Bring Your Guard Down podcast. Today we have a special guest, kind of chit chat, Mike Ciccone, and we're just gonna kind of shoot the shit a little bit, talk about things, talk about Toronto, just have a conversation about interesting things.
Rocco changed completely.
Oh yeah, Mike, say hello to the camera.
Hi guys, how are you? Nice to see you today.
Okay, so we're gonna try doing something. We're doing a little bit of technical on the fly, things. We're gonna do kind of like, let's see, no, not that one. There we go. Can I see Mike's face there? No, hold on. Fuck it. We're just gonna go. Let's see. Where's Mike? Oh, there's Mike. Okay, and let's go. There we go. All right. So, Mike, how's it been going, man?
Good, Tony.
Yeah. So, Rocco, how about you?
Living the dream.
I'm happy Mike here today. Make a special party,
Yeah. Well, Mike, you guys, we started talking just before we went live. You guys have some kind of connection, no?
We have a big connection.
Yeah. So,
We have a 70s connection.
you need to bring the mic a little closer.
We have a 70s connection. Me and
A little closer. So just because this is new for us, so we're working the kinks out. So when you talk, you got to almost talk.
is it close enough though?
All right. So your mouth is touching the.
That close?
Yeah, I think so. I think
Okay.
so.
Like I'm gonna eat the pasta?
Yeah, like you're gonna eat the pasta, right? So
The meatball?
yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, so we can hear a little bit more nice, it's nice. So,
Nice, yeah.
Sorry, we're gonna get this
Take
thing
too
going.
long though, Tony. NBC Network. When I go there to do a special show, it do 5 minutes. Everybody organized.
I know, but
I'm not complaining, but just saying.
But we're this is the
ABC, NBC.
This
I go
is-
famous place, Tony. Olympics. Remember last year I was Olympics?
I know,
Well, you forgot the.
but this is the Imbecile network.
Oh, that's Imbecile, yeah.
Imbecile,
I forgot,
we're
yeah.
not NBC, we're Imbecile.
Imbecile Network, yeah.
Yeah.
I forgot about it.
So so the Imbecile network is a little different because we
Lose control.
yeah.
What's
well,
the name of
course,
this network, Tony? You gotta have a name for this network. You gotta
It's
make
called
a name.
the Bring Your Guard Down.
Bring your guy down.
So you have some connections,
We do.
right? So
Yes, we do.
Why don't we talk about this?
Mike, we go back when we were kids, a long time ago. We go to the pool hall, the same place.
Yeah, my grandfather's pool hall.
Famous, a very famous
Yeah.
grandfather.
Oh yeah.
Dufford and Davenport,
Yeah.
across from St. Mary's of the Angels.
There ain't no angels in that
No,
school,
not,
eh?
not,
Remember,
not
Mikey?
anymore. Yeah,
Tutti cornuti in that
Yeah,
school.
see.
I remember,
yeah, lots of characters there.
So what year are we talking about?
Wow, what year has it been there? It's
No,
been
like
there
when did this whole pool hall open?
probably 1918,
Yeah, with the pool hall.
1920.
What?
Yeah.
I would say.
How old are you fucking guys?
No, well,
Not-
not Rocco.
We're
My
the
grandfather,
next
my great grandfather, my grandfather.
Oh, okay. So
you're
you're
talking
not
100 years
You're
ago.
Italian, right?
So yeah.
And so, but not really.
Well, I'm born here.
You
My dad's born here.
Oh, so you're really not Italian. You're
My
like
grandfather born in New York.
oh, holy shit! So
That's
you're like
right.
My great grandfather born in Italy.
okay. So not
So you
like
talk
us.
1899, 1898.
Okay, so not like us. Like I was
Right.
born here.
First
My parents were born in Italy. How about you?
How born l'Italia nasceo.
First wave of immigration.
The first wave.
Yeah,
Yeah.
first wave. Italy to Canada,
Yeah.
Italy to United States, then Canada.
Huh. So you're like fifth or sixth wave.
Yeah.
Oh, no kidding. So this pool hall opened in 1918.
I would have to say was probably the first Italian social club in Toronto.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
What was it called?
Chico's. Because Ciccone,
Yeah.
they used to call him Chico.
Okay. And how long did it survive?
So I would say 1918, late, yeah, around there, till about probably when my Uncle Dom died. My Uncle Dominic died in 97.
Pork chops.
Pork chops.
Yeah, that's
right.
it.
Pork chops.
That's a nickname.
You know, there's
That's right. Yeah.
There's some great nicknames.
So he died in 97.
There's some great nicknames. I used to have a guy.
Yeah.
He would always say, "Hey, Tony, what's going on? Hey, V, what's going on? Hey, Rocco, what's going on?" And we used to call him Two Taps because every time he saw you,
He
call
would
him
tap you twice.
Bruno Two
Yeah.
Taps.
Well,
the best nicknames
everybody,
ever, right?
everybody at this place had a nickname.
Yeah.
Yeah, Rocco,
Yeah.
no, everybody. All his friends had nicknames. All my dad's friends had everybody.
Watch this one. Watch
Okay,
this
listen,
one.
what
Watch
is some
this.
of the nicknames?
Okay, I'm gonna give them to right now, Mike. May I give it? Take
Sure,
the pleasure.
yeah, absolutely.
Okay, it's my pleasure. Okay, so we used to have Carmen, a Chico. So his son, Duke.
Yeah, Dookie.
Right.
Yeah, my
Then
dad.
Anthony. We then had his other son, Pork Chops.
Pork chops.
Then we had the Hee Hee. He was a postman.
Yeah,
You know
yeah,
why they call him Hee Hee?
yeah.
Because when he used to laugh, he used to go Hee Hee Hee.
yeah.
And then we had the Silvio. Remember Silvio?
Silvio died,
The
yeah.
SOS pad, eh?
Yeah.
Yeah, because he had the curly hair like a
he had
blue pad.
He had
washing
curly hair.
dishes.
And they used to his nick. I can't say what his nickname was.
Yeah.
Why
with
not?
the-
Can't
yeah,
say.
because,
Okay,
yeah.
so SOS pack.
Big Bob, we have a Big Bob.
Bob.
Remember? Sid with the Doberman
Yeah,
Pinscher.
Big Bob.
Yeah. that
What
dog.
about the pipe?
Johnny the Pipe?
John the Pipe
Because his
Martino,
father was a
Johnny
plumber.
Martino.
His father's a plumber.
and
he used to hit him with the pipe.
He used to hit him with the pipes, and he used to call him the pipe.
Johnny the Pipe.
Johnny Martino the pipe.
Hey, I forgot the
Hold
other
on,
guy.
hold on. Johnny Martino. Did he have a
Johnny
pool?
Martino.
Did he have a pool hall in
No.
in North York?
So
somewhere?
what he used
That's
to
a
do
different
later
guy.
on in life, he had all the old age homes,
Ah,
and then he opened up Dimitri's.
Right, the dessert
He
place.
had the
for
dessert
cake.
place. Yeah, John Martino. Yeah.
Johnny Martino. And then
What about Jumper?
I have to tell that story.
Jumper?
I have to take your time.
okay. Take your
So
time.
Johnny Jumper, he got the name. This is the folklore, the legend. His mother come home from shopping. Johnny was going to go to a crap game. He asked the mother for $20. He goes, "Give me a double sausage." That's the way you say $20,
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
Mickey,
yeah,
right? Double sausage.
Double
yeah.
sausage.
That's a $20.
Wow.
So his mother said, "What's up?" She don't want to give him the double sausage, a $20. So from the veranda, he jump on his mother with the groceries. He take her purse. He steal a $20, and they call him Johnny Jumper.
Johnny Jumper.
That's the story.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's the best.
Yeah. How about Slack?
Slack was a slack
So
because
hold on
he,
a sec. You sorry to interrupt. You guys knew all these guys?
Well, they used to hang around
Okay.
my grandfather's
Wow.
place. They were all
Slacker. These are great
Yeah.
nicknames.
Right.
Slack
Holy shit.
because he didn't want to. Oh, Slack because he didn't want to work. Slack, he's a nice guy, fabulous guy.
Bobby
He-
Slack.
Bobby Slack. He had a beautiful sister too.
Yes.
A funny thing that his sister.
Yeah.
Then she have the daughter. Then years later, she become a friend with my daughter. They
yeah.
make a connection each other. And then then we had Jesse.
Jesse.
Why
died,
we
poor
call him Jesse?
Jesse James. My grandfather called him Jesse James
Because?
he would steal. Whatever he would do, he would steal everything. If it wasn't nailed down or glued down,
Yeah.
it was gone.
But he had
Stolen.
Jesse had a double meaning.
Jesse James.
But there's other half a meaning for his name. Because every time Jesse tried to play snooker or play pool, he used to lose a black ball game. So your grandfather used to say, "Oh, Jesus, the shot that killed Jesse James."
Yes, that's right. That's correct. Yes,
Eh?
yes.
I remember pretty good. Eh?
That's
I'm a
right.
boxer, I lose control.
The
eh?
shot that killed Jesse James. Yeah,
Very famous.
Wow.
yeah. A lot of guys hung out there.
A lot of guys.
Yeah,
Eh?
Is
Mike
that it?
the Ape.
Oh yeah, and then we had the one guy. Then the different neighborhood.
Yes.
Then the Bloor Lansdowne, they have another
Different
neighborhood
crew,
too. Sometimes
different crew.
They used to come up visit.
Well, that
over
was
there.
the gym. That was Lansdowne Boxing.
Next
Club.
time boxing, right?
Did you box there, Rocco?
Me?
Lansdowne
I
box.
trained everybody there.
Oh, you trained
Famous.
everybody.
Where
He
the
was
thing
training
that become
Chavallo and
Lennox Lewis, he come to my place in Calabria or training with me.
Yeah.
One more guy from your grandfather pool hall. Reggie.
oh
We
Reggie,
used to
cousin
call him
Reg.
Reggie. So I
Cousin-
come inside the pool hall. "Hey, Reggie, how you doing today?" He used to say, wait, Zaza. And I go, "Reggie, where you going today?" "I have to go to La Platz." "With who?" "With my wife." "Why?" "Because Hamafanu Boga did Zats. Wait, Zaza. Wait, Zaza. Oh,
Cousin Reggie D'Onofrio.
yeah.
Yes, good
Ah,
guy. Reggie
it's
D.
Padre Mike. He knows
Yeah.
everybody. Nice
Hold
guy.
on a sec. So how did you guys not run into each other then?
Well, I'm a lot younger than
You're younger than me.
you know. So, but he hung around all the guys
Yeah.
that were in the '70s, like Nooch, Carmen.
Oh, Nooch.
Nooch,
Oh,
you know.
stop right there, Mikey.
Yeah.
I have to, before I forget this
Yeah.
one. So Nooch, one day he said, "Listen, I hate my job. I don't want to go work anymore." So he called my friend, Moro.
Moro
Remember
Lombardi.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And his brother too, Fernando. Nice
Fernando,
guy.
yeah.
Top guys, champion guys. And then so Nucci said, "Let's go downstairs to the basement to your grandfather pool hall."
Yeah.
They're taking the 2x4. He goes, "Hit me on my foot." We try to match his foot so he can go combustation. So finally, combustation. He never worked again after that.
What
Nice
do you
guy.
Carmenucci.
Carmenucci, yeah.
compensation.
Combustation.
What is
yeah.
compensation?
Carmenucci. And who else?
Combustation.
What is it?
That's when you
For the
don't you
nation.
get money, you don't go to work. That's it.
So you work and get free money.
Free money.
They got to compensate you for not for going to work.
Oh, I see.
Carmenuccio.
Carmenucci, a lot of guys, eh?
Yeah.
Remember Big Bob? He used to go collect the money.
Ooh,
He was a
strong
beast,
Big
good
Bob.
guy. Bobby, solid,
Bobby,
eh?
solid.
Champion. Oh yeah.
So what do you mean?
what's
Collect the money
Nick,
for what?
Nick Gaglia.
Oh, Nick. Oh, compadre Nick
Nicky
was a
guy.
tough too. Then he worked a bakery.
Yeah.
Yeah. You remember? Do you remember Beaver Bread?
Beaver Brett.
Yeah. Remember Pete? He used to pick his nose and he used to make it the
Down the
Danish.
street.
Yeah.
What do you mean? You guys just can't say remember.
Sweet
pick the
Pea?
nose, make the Danish. You have to actually say, okay, what's the story behind the Danish?
Okay.
Like it's
Make
not
it-
just about. Okay, the guy. Remember that guy picked his. We want to know, like what?
Okay.
What do you mean he picked the nose and made a Danish?
One guy used to work a Beaver Bread, right?
Okay.
The window was open in the front of the store. So the Beaver Bread that they bake a lot of pasta, the bread, and then they deliver different place. But if you want to buy a couple loaf of bread from the neighborhood, you could go inside the store. Inside the store, there's a guy named Pete. Pete used to make a Danish. He specialized in Danish. So one day we watched.
Hold on a second.
Yeah.
I need to. What do you mean? Italians don't eat Danish. What kind of Danish?
Doesn't matter. It's
Oh,
not
just
Italian
a Danish.
bake, it's a
It,
Beaver
it wasn't
bread
really
for
an Italian bake.
It's a
Okay,
beaver.
okay, beaver. Yeah, okay.
We don't have a beaver. Well, we
Okay.
have a beaver
But
in
the
Italy,
mic,
but not that kind of
Mezzalavaccio,
beaver.
right?
Yeah.
Okay,
It
go
was-
ahead. Sorry, go ahead.
So anyway, we used to watch Pete. So one day we watch he pick his nose and then he make the masa to make the Danish.
The Danish.
So we say, don't go beaver bread today.
That's
Pete's
it.
working.
When Pete was working, nobody went.
No kidding.
Nobody went.
Are you
As
serious?
soon as you seen them in there, they walked right straight
That's fucking-
by. They didn't go in.
So hold on a second. So they pick their nose.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Holy
Oh,
shit.
he did. Yeah.
Is that true?
That's oh my
truth.
God! You can't believe we have to do censorship a little bit today when we're talking because a lot of people get scared and they don't.
They
wanna
had
know.
the beaver bread. They had Finley Dairy.
Remember Finley? Oh
Finley
yeah.
Dairy on Dufferin Street.
So all these companies are gone.
So Finley Dairy, they had horses in the back. That my dad told me this. story.
Remember?
They had horses in the back because that's how they used to deliver the milk
Exactly.
with horse and carriage.
Exactly.
So there was a guy named Joe Magro, Big Joe Magro,
Big Joe.
man.
Italian guys, right? These are all
Big
Italian.
Magro, yes,
guys.
all Italian guys. But this man was my grandfather's friend.
Right.
Old guy, real old.
yeah.
You're talking in the 40s and the 50s. So my grandfather was telling us a story. So when the war was over, when in 44, 45, when the war was finished, because the Italians were badly mistreated in those days. They had a big party. They had a street party. They were burning everything after the war was over. All the guys were coming back from Petawawa because they were in camps out there.
Yeah, yeah.
They had to hide. So they got this Joe Magro drunk. They stole the horse from Finley Dairy. They put him on the horse. And they up and down Dufferin Streets, drunk out of his mind. And they were parading him up and down Dufferin Street. Joe Magro, all the young guys. My dad was maybe 15, 16. So all the younger guys were laughing because they had him on this horse and they had him up and down Dufferin Street. And it was a massive party in those days, because they used to. I mean, you got to understand the Italians in those days, right, Rocco?
Oh, yeah.
I mean, with the English and the Irish. Big influence here.
Oh yeah.
I mean, and let's face it, Mussolini was on the wrong side.
Oh yeah. But not he'd make a mistake.
He made a mistake, but he thought he was making the right mistake because he thought they were going to win it.
That's why no train.
But
him.
they gathered up so many guys, brought them to Petawawa,
Yeah.
the camps. Guys
It's
were hiding out.
internment camp. They call it
Yeah.
internment interval camp.
Right.
We take a little break over there. Yeah.
Cop came into the store, into my grandfather's store, called my grandfather a dirty wop.
Yeah.
My grandfather hit him a shot. knocked them out. Right in the
Oh,
bar.
yeah.
Got 90 days in the OR. Guelph
yeah.
Reformatory.
90 days.
90 days.
For punching the.
Laid the cop right out.
Right.
Yeah.
Because he was insulting him.
People
his,
don't
his
realize.
nationality.
Well, people don't realize.
Lots
that.
of insult, lots of
Holy
stuff
shit,
went
I
on.
re- I
You
mean-
talk about race today, racism,
Listen.
and fucking. Are you kidding?
Well, I remember even
Way
me
worse than-
going to school. I mean, I'm blonde hair, blue eyes. I mean, I can't get less Italian looking than. But
Yeah.
because of my last name, they used to do me in all the time.
Oh, yeah.
Beat me up. They used to fucking
He
bully
couldn't-
me.
He couldn't even go in.
It's funny, how the Italians were really discrimination for the
Terrible,
nation.
because you got
against,
all the
you know?
police were Irish, Scottish, English. All the authority was English, Irish.
Mikey,
You
you
know, they
remember?
hated them.
Mikey, you're right. You remember this story from the pool room? First of all, I want to say your grandfather, Carmenuccio,
Yeah.
La Bonanima, when he punched your left or right hand, you're gonna go to sleep for a couple
Yeah,
months.
little guy, small little guy.
Oh, it doesn't care. When he do,
But stocky. Yeah.
Too bad we don't have a
like-
picture of him. We could show his picture.
your grandfather, when he hit somebody, it sounded like a jump on a Led Zeppelin snare
hit
drum.
it- hit the
Pow!
drum.
Out to sleep.
Boom.
But one night, we used to go dancing sometime. I didn't go because I was busy training. But one night I went over there, and all the boys, Big Bob, Silvio, they go to a place called La Passionale, dancing. And so a little fight to break up over there, start. So this big guy, the Irish guy, he tried to make fun of Silvio. And you know, Silvio had a problem here that he got a balbuziente, he stutter. He used to confuse the talking, right?
Yeah.
So he said, "Boys, I gotta go outside to fight
he
this guy."
stuttered a little bit,
He
yeah.
stuttered a little bit, right? Okay, Sylvia, let's go. This guy was like a 6'9", so Sylvia was smoking a cigarette. So before the fight started, all the boys outside, Big Bob, just in case the guys try to jump in. You know, Italian guys, we're not gonna back up, right? Silvio says to this big guy, he says, "Listen, I'm gonna give you so many punches, you think you're surrounded."
Yeah.
And then he give him a right hand, bing, bum. Big Bob start to count. 6, 7, 8. Stop the fight. How come non shalom sera? I love it. Yeah.
Wow. So this was at the dance. You just
Yeah.
outside.
What was the name of the place?
La Passionale, in front of
Passionale.
the club. Bing. Oh yeah, Mora was there. All the
Hold on a
Passional.
second. He said what? He said that you're gonna feel like you're surrounded.
Yeah, he said, "I'll give you
You're gonna hit
so
hit
many.
so many times. You're gonna feel like you're surrounded.
I'll give you so many punches you think you're surrounded." That was his line. The other one was another fight. He said to a guy, "I'll give you more combinations than a safe."
That's the best. Wow. So
Oh yeah, Mishala.
no kidding. That's interesting. Eh?
Oh yeah, interesting. My foot when Silvio punched you, sleep for a couple of weeks.
When you were training at the
Hold
Lansdowne.
on, sorry. Let's go talk to Silvio again. So who was Silvio again?
Silvio, one of the boys from the go to the pool room, right?
Okay.
Mike, you can help
Yeah.
me.
So and where is he? Old school or was he a
Silvio-
second generation
Old
Italian?
school.
Sylvia would be your age, right?
Yeah.
So,
He passed
okay.
away. He passed
Died,
away.
yeah.
He
So
died.
what part of Italy was he from?
Sylvia, I think it was from Rome and around Rome, Shoshana. I think
Shoshana,
he was
Yeah.
Sora, somewhere in around there.
Yeah, that's a good Mikey. Mikey, right? Yeah.
Frosinone, somewhere. in
And he
there,
was
yeah.
5'4", 5'5"?
No, he's a bigger man.
Oh,
A bigger guy.
guy.
5'8" to 9.
Okay,
Maybe
so he was
more.
average Italian size.
Yeah.
Five,
But
5'11",
he
6
punched
feet.
he punched crisp.
Crisp.
Nice and crisp. Like a
Snap,
coffee
yeah.
crisp.
Nice snap on it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Wow, so that's interesting. So the pool hall was kind of like central to the whole thing.
you
Like
know,
that's-
Central to the universe.
Here's how
my
it
friend.
started. You
Yeah.
want to hear how it started?
Mike, go
of
ahead.
course.
Here's how it started. So in those days, all the Italians that congregated in that area
Yeah.
worked at General Electric. They all worked at GE. GE was on Lansdowne.
DuPont.
Right.
Yeah.
DuPont, Lansdowne, Davenport,
Yeah.
in between. That's where the GE factory was.
Yeah.
So my great grandfather worked there. All the Italians in that neighborhood worked. Most of them worked there. So he opened up a little bar, a little cafe for the Italians. Because there was nowhere for the Italians to go. So he opened up this little place. They would all go there after work, drink. It was a booze can too. They were drinking. And it was like just a kibbie joint, like just where the guys would go.
And your
and
grandfather
kibitz
too,
around.
making sometime a couple of
Couple
sandwich,
sandwich,
sausage sandwich
right,
on the grill, open grill.
sausage
right?
sandwiches.
Yeah.
stuff
Puli
like that.
pipazzi, nice.
Yeah. And they play cards and
Yeah.
fool around and stuff like that.
Crap game
Crap
downstairs.
games downstairs. Just like the Bronx Tale. You ever watch the Bronx
Same.
Tale? Honest to God. Watch the Bronx, exactly the same.
Well, all those things are probably
Exactly.
imitations of the real thing, right?
Probably, yeah.
Yeah.
It was very similar to that. So that's how it started. And it lasted, 80 years.
No kidding.
80 years.
Oh, yeah.
So who took over obviously didn't
So
live.
my grandfather died.
Yeah. And then who took over?
My Uncle Dom lived there. My Uncle Dom got married. He lived upstairs. So you got to understand, they lived, so the house was in the front, and the bar and the cafe and the pool hall was in the back of the house.
Yeah.
And did you need, was it legit? Like, it was a legit license?
Yeah, it was
place?
legit. It was
Did
a
it have
legit
booze
place.
and alcohol and everything?
Well, no. The booze wasn't.
Right.
They were poor, and there was.
But
My grandfather, as a young man, was a bootlegger as well, so he was
That's right.
selling booze and
across the canal, right,
right.
Mikey?
So he was, and then they turned it into the bar, and my Uncle Dom took it over when
Pork chops.
Pork chops took it over when my grandfather died.
With his wife from the United States.
Marie,
And she was
and
nice as
nobody
shit,
nobody
right?
liked her. Yeah,
And
not
Why
she
not?
was a little bit wild. They're
terrible
not a fan.
woman.
What happened with Marie?
No, horrible lady.
Not nice?
No.
She's American.
No,
She
she
American?
was. She's Canadian.
was Canadian?
She was a Northern Italian.
Oh,
She was
that's
a
probably,
full on.
That's probably why.
Very, very rigid.
Yeah,
rigid.
Yeah.
Yeah, very rigid.
no
Anyways,
flexibility. Yeah.
That's
so then my uncle died, and that was the end of the story. And then goodbye, Charlie.
And then your other uncle, Dookie, he opened up a little place at Dufferin Street up
That's
there.
correct.
Remember?
Dufferin and Lawrence.
Yeah, beautiful.
Yeah.
And they play a couple games over
Oh,
there.
they played a lot of games there.
Yeah,
Lots.
nice. Dookie, a nice guy. Eh?
Yeah, yeah.
I'll tell you one story. Not that cause his family, not great family. So his grandfather, he had a lot of son and everything, pork chop, Anthony, and Duke. Duke, one night we go to a place in Chinatown. All Italiani guys, we have a Chinese food.
They all,
Saiwu.
Saiwu.
Saiwu,
They
eh?
all go for Chinese.
Star
food.
frying, right? That place?
That's another
That's
place. I'll
another.
tell you that
Which one?
We call it star frying.
That's another place. That's another famous place. But that night we go to Saiwu, 3 o'clock in the morning.
Saiwu.
All of a sudden, we eat chicken, kumara, eat rice, everything. We have a feast. Oh, look. Hey, look, everybody. It's a Duke. Hey, boys. He going, what's going on out here? How you guys doing? Hey, Dookie. Hey, how you doing? Good. He sit down, have a little snack, tea. That those days in Chinatown, you get extra drink at 3 o'clock in the morning. Never mind the tea, Lucats. You get a rum and coke, too.
The sake.
Yeah. So when we leave to pay, Dookie left before us. Okay, bye, Duke. Okay, take it easy, buddy. Okay, don't lose control. I told I love you, nobody else. Because I'm Rocco. You know me, famous. So we walk out to pay. The Chinese guy go, no, you don't need to pay. I go, why? We got to pay. We eat the food. We got to pay. He goes, the gentleman before you, he already paid the bill for the young guys. You imagine?
Yeah.
Your uncle,
Yeah.
top shelf. Eh?
Yeah.
Hocomeo.
Yeah.
Ah, no kidding. So
Well, these guys would go for Chinese food almost every night.
Every night.
Every night.
hold on a sec. So what's the connection with star frying?
Okay, well, that story, that's we went to a very, because my hobby is music, right?
Oh, yeah.
I'm a boxer profession. That's my profession.
Well, you're pretty good at music, too.
I'm
understand.
okay.
We're going to get into music later. But
Yeah, but anyway, I play with this guy, very famous organ player from Philadelphia. I play drums. That's my hobby. Eh? And then one night we went to a famous Chinese place. I don't want to advertise for them, but it's a downtown Spadina. So
that narrows it down a bit.
Yeah. So my friend, his name is Joey DiFrancesco. He passed away a couple of years ago. Genius. And we go there with a lot of 6 guys. So we go in there. In 2 hours, we eat $700 worth of food. Joey was about $350. The other producer guy was about 300 pounds. So they had 7 plates of fried chicken that night. 7. And then everything else on page 2. We order everything. They eat like a bestia. They come on. And then that night, everybody fart all the way home. So we went go back to this place 3 days later. When we walk in, my friend Joey was behind me. I was in the front, and I say to the Chinese waiter, hey, compa, we're back. He goes, oh, you're back. I remember you, that's a big Joey. Joey, he's turned around, he said, never mind the small talk. With his finger, he go like this. Start frying. Because that night before, 3 days before, he come out of the waiter and said, "You guys eat all the chicken. No chicken left. No more chicken." Never mind. 3 days later, start frying. Good job.
So that's the
Joey D.
Joey
Joey
Francesco. Do you know
Yeah.
him? Do you know him?
No, I
Mike? You
don't
never
know.
met him? Yeah.
I know the last name though.
Yeah.
but-
He played with Miles Davis.
He was oh yeah.
organ, Hammond B3 specialist.
Wow.
But he played tenor saxophone, alto saxophone, harmonica. He played drum. A genius from Philly, Italiano.
Oh, he's from Philadelphia.
Yeah, originally from Philadelphia. No, Joe
Did he
is
speak
number one.
Italian?
Oh, Joe speaks nice. He had a but not place in Italy too. Sometime on touring, he stay there. His place, you
And
know.
he played with Miles, eh?
He played with Miles when he
Wow.
was 16 years old. As a matter of fact, Joe had one trumpet, a red trumpet. Miles gave it to him.
No way.
And it said from Miles to
That's
Joey.
Fantastic.
You know, when he showed me
Did
that
you meet
trumpet,
him,
I started to
Rocco?
cry,
Did you
yeah.
meet him?
Who, Miles Davis?
Yes.
I never met
Never
Miles.
met Ron.
No, but I work with Joe. I play with a few famous guys too, you know.
That's more your forte. You like the jazz
Yeah, I like
over the rock and roll.
Oh yeah, I love rock and roll too, but not when they get a lot these days.
Sorry, I don't mean to interrupt. I want to go back to the pool hall story. So
we digress a
We
little
digressed with a little because we went from the pool hall to Chinatown to start frying to music. But at the end of the day, so when did this thing kind of wind down?
And never went
When
down.
they closed?
Yeah, did it
I
close?
told you, around 98, 99.
Right.
And so
Yeah.
is it? Why do you think that happened? Just because?
Pork chop.
Nobody left.
So the young guys never went.
My grandmother died. My grandfather died.
Right.
Then my grandmother died.
Yeah.
Right.
Then my uncle, his wife, wanted to move because she lived there upstairs
Yeah.
for 30 years, 25, 30 years. So she wanted to get out of there. So he wanted to sell it. So my grandmother actually was still alive when he wanted to sell it. So they did sell it. They sold it.
So they owned the building?
Yeah.
Oh
okay.
yeah. Oh,
Sure.
Yeah. Sure.
So they sold, my uncle sold it. My dad got upset,
Yeah.
very upset. He said, "You can't sell it. Ma's still alive. My grandmother's still alive. She was born and raised there."
Right.
He said, "You can't take her. She's 80 years old. You can't take her out of that element. When she passes away, God forbid she passes away, you can do whatever you want. But until she's here, you leave her in the house." So he sold it. She went to live with my aunt in Newmarket. She was never the same after they sold it because she just went downhill.
Yeah.
Because she was so used to seeing all the guys, all the young guys come in.
Every
She'd
day.
She'd sit in the store. She'd have joke around with them. She liked the atmosphere. And when they took that away from her, she just went, she stopped eating. She didn't want to live no more.
Oh yeah.
My dad got upset. Now, my uncle felt guilty about what happened.
Yeah.
And he would drive, was living up in Oak Ridges. He would drive down, sit in his truck, and they'd find him sitting in his truck crying for what he did. He felt so guilty and bad because my dad was really upset with him. Anyways, he ends up having a heart attack in front of the store in his truck
See?
because of the guilt that he felt.
You see? You see?
This is your uncle.
Yeah,
Yeah.
my uncle died.
Did he die there?
So he had a heart attack there in front of the store in his truck.
Yeah.
One of the guys, Ramo Gasparini, you remember
I
Ramo
remember
Gasparini?
him, sure.
Ramo Gasparini owned TMT Marble. TMT was a big marble place.
Big,
back in
yeah,
the day.
giant, yeah.
Big. Bigger than Moscone and all those guys back in the 70s, 60s. Anyways, he seen him because they were supposed to meet.
Right.
He didn't show up. So he drove, he says, he found him in the truck. He had a heart attack. They brought him to the hospital. Anyways, a couple of days later, he ended up passing away. And that was it. It was all over from there. So
See,
that's the story. That's how it happened.
So, Mike,
It was pretty
I think
sad.
a very important point you make right now, I get serious a little bit to myself. It's very important. You have to have the people, they have the spirit to keep the culture alive.
Yeah, and
Your
you know what?
grandfather,
And he wanted to keep the culture alive.
That's
My
what I
uncle.
mean.
But he listened to his wife.
This is the problem.
And this was the fucking problem. He listened to her
See?
instead of doing what he knew was the right thing to do.
Exactly.
And that's why my dad got upset with him.
Yeah.
But my dad was a little too hard on him because it bothered him that he was mad at him.
Right.
And he kind of broke his heart a little. It kind of was a little bit of a sad story later on, but
But Mikey, you see the philosophy over there? Is
But
it come up there?
you got to leave them alone.
It takes a lifetime to build a legacy,
Right.
and it takes one woman's mouth to kill it in
That's
3
right.
minutes.
He should have had the
No,
balls.
I'm joking about
No,
but you
you're
know
right.
what I mean, right?
He should have had the balls to tell her, listen,
Yeah.
that's my mother. She was born and raised, and she's been here for 80 years.
Yeah.
She's 80 years old.
Exactly.
We've been here 30.
Exactly.
Another 2-3 years, she's not going to live forever.
What's
she's
the
sick
difference?
anyways.
Let her enjoy
Wait it
herself.
out. Let her live her life, and then we can do whatever we want. I don't got to hear no
Exactly.
steam from my brother.
Right. See?
I don't have no steam from my Uncle Anthony.
Right.
My Aunt Lulu.
See?
Right? But he didn't do that. He listened to her.
That's I mean, you know, everything
It is.
everything
It
comes
is
to
what
an
it
end,
is.
I guess, as you said.
But that's
right?
why we opened up. See, me and my dad, we opened up. We continued the legacy. We opened up on Dufferin Street,
Yeah.
called the Duke's Place.
Yeah, Dookie place.
Do you remember that?
We were there for
Rocco.
Oh, sure, yeah.
we
I
were there
remember
for 20 years.
Well, I know
That was a
kidding.
good
Yeah.
time.
So that was kind of the trend.
So all the guys that were
They moved-
Rocco's age,
Yeah, they got
all
up there.
my dad's guys, most of them are already gone. My
Yeah.
grandfathers, they were all gone. But all those guys came there, so they hung around there
Oh, yeah.
from 2001.
Yep.
When we were fixing the place up, doing the work on the place, is when the planes hit the World Trade Center.
Right.
Exactly.
We
Yeah.
had the TV when we were renovating, and we had the television right there, and we watched it live. So we were there 20 years.
So
That's it.
how influential do you think in the community that little, like, they have like influence?
I'll tell you
Like,
what,
was, like-
everybody that lived in that area
yeah. Did you have respect? Like,
went there.
but were they
everybody.
like, were they
Everybody.
like, you know what
The
I'm trying to
Italian
say?
community from Dufferin and DuPont to Davenport to Lansdowne to St. Clair, everybody in that neighborhood that was Italian at that time was in my grandfather's
So for all the listeners, and
Absolutely.
eventually there's going to be like millions listening to this, right? Who are not from Toronto. Toronto was a big Italian. Like, I understood it was the largest population of Italians outside of Italy.
outside of Italy.
That's
of course.
right.
So at one
Yeah,
time,
per capita.
yeah,
New York had more, but they were a much bigger
Right.
population.
Bigger,
Yeah.
yeah. So it was pretty influential. They were involved in everything, right? Construction.
Oh, yeah.
everything.
Oh,
You
yeah.
know what I mean? So a
course.
lot of tremendously successful, brilliant people, Italians,
Absolutely.
came out of Toronto.
So we're
And
talking
then
about
expanded all over.
Better
Ta-
believe
talking
it.
about
All over-
construction and the Leafs.
all over the.
Can we
yeah.
talk about construction
Yeah,
and the Leafs?
I mean,
Yeah.
you know the
Okay.
Leafs,
So-
Toronto Maple
so-
Leafs, NHL hockey team.
So
you know,
the Gardens
Mm-hmm.
was Sonny Angotti, the Angotti Construction Company.
That's right.
Sonny Angotti and Louis Angotti. Louis Angotti played in the NHL.
yeah.
Louis
I remember
Angotti's
that
father,
Yeah.
Louis Angotti's father, built the Gardens with Conn Smythe. They were partners. Conn Smythe fucked Angotti, screwed Angotti over, and that's why Conn Smythe never put an Italian on the Leafs. And if you ask any old Italian back then, they hated the Leafs.
Boston Bruins, they love.
Hated the Leafs.
Eh?
Because of the fact that Conn Smythe screwed over.
Well, how did he screw him over? Like just an
Well,
ownership?
it was they were partners.
yeah,
They built Angotti, I think, was the infrastructure
yeah.
part of it.
Mm-hmm.
They were partners. Anyways, Conn Smythe screwed Angotti out of some money.
Yep.
Give him the boner plan because of the war.
Hmm.
Because Conn Smythe was very English, very,
Oh, yeah.
So gave him the boner plan, and they had a falling out. So when you talk, I remember when I was a kid, 12, 13 years old, and I loved the Leafs. And my grandfather would be there. I was rooting for the Leafs. He goes, don't you root for that fucking team. None of them liked the Leafs.
Nobody.
Because they wouldn't put Louis Angotti on the team. Louis was Cesar Maniego.
They didn't want him.
The other guy there, Lou Fontanaro.
Fontanaro.
They wouldn't put any Leafs on any
traded him.
Italians on the team.
Yeah.
Yeah, well,
None of them.
that's why they haven't won a fucking
John
cup in
D'Amico,
60 years.
the ref. John D'Amico lived down the street.
That's right.
Johnny D'Amico, the ref,
yeah.
lived right there.
I knew your grandfather.
Yeah.
Famous, yeah.
There
D'Amico was the best.
John D'Amico told us a story that there was a player that lived in that neighborhood. His name was George Ranieri. George Ranieri he said that he probably would have been one of the best players in the NHL. He played with Don Cherry, the
Right.
Boston farm team. If you ask Don Cherry, he'll tell you the story.
AHL.
They played together, but he took a skate to the head, pierced his head, and that was the end of his career.
Wow.
Georgie Ranieri.
Wow.
Great athlete.
That's a nice history.
Baseball, hockey, whatever
Oh,
sport
yeah.
he played, they said this guy was an ace.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
The
Well,
ace
I
of the
mean,
neighborhood.
that's why when you fuck with Italians, that's why Toronto, that's why the the Leafs haven't won a cup since 1967
Oh, they're not gonna win no cup.
because they got the what do you
Cup of
call
coffee.
it? The Malocchio. Eh? They got the Italian.
Malone,
Yeah, they give
worse
them a
than
low.
that. We got worse than that. The Toronto Maple Leafs, you know what they're going to win? They're going to win a cup of soup. They're going to
gonna
win a
win a
cup of
Stapi,
coffee.
but-
They're going to win a cup of Stucats. That's what they're
that's
going to
what they're
win.
gonna win.
Okay, that's why my Italian friend couldn't figure it up. Oh, my friend over there, the other guy's West End, the Italian guy, first generation. They all like Boston Bruins. Why?
That's
I hate
my
the
team,
Leafs.
dude. That's my team.
Anybody
Boston.
You like
but
the
the
Bruins?
Toronto
Oh, yeah,
Maple
they're my
Leafs.
team. Boston's my team.
Yeah,
That's
a
too
lot
bad.
of guys like Boston because
Sure.
Esposito was on the
Esposito.
team.
Well, I'll tell you something, Mike, and Tony knows this one. I told him before. Still, there's a one hockey team in the world can beat anybody. In NHL, Russia League, Swedish League, Sbuderato
I know
League,
the team.
Cornuta League. You know the very famous from Calabria, the San Nicola Bullies.
The San
They're
Nic-
tough.
They're like the
Did-
Broad
they're
Street
tough.
Bullies.
Didn't they play in the Italian hockey league?
Yeah, no, they
With
kick them out.
Puglia
They
and
kick 'em
They
out.
kick them out.
Bari
No,
and-
they kick them out. They're too
They're
good.
too good.
They're too good. You know the defenseman. Listen to me. The defenseman, one guy we got, Nicola. He's a 5'7", but he's got a 38 special underneath the sweater. So when you have a breakaway, he shoot you in the goalie pads and you finish. yeah, I heard that.
I know that's true.
Yeah.
I can tell you.
And
that's
didn't
what
they
I
all
heard.
go to the University of Catanzaro?
They went to the university, Aspremonte. There's two university there. There's a hockey university in Aspremonte, right? That's next door to Rocco Rompamuro Boxing Club.
Oh yeah. Is
They
there a
co-
rink? They have a rink there?
Yeah, no, they have a rink. We have to rent the ice from another country. We bring the ice in because it's too hot in Calabria. And the skates we don't have. You can go to the pharmacy in Calabria. You rent a pair for the afternoon.
Yeah.
And then you give them back. You spray them because sometimes puzzle pede. A lot of Italians smell like cheese. The feet,
Oh sure.
And
they
then you
don't-
give them back to them. And they clean them out. They sanitation. They're nice.
Hey, wow. So yeah, so Italians really built the city. Eh? They built they built the city for sure.
that's-
right?
yeah, of
People don't realize they think,
Of course they did.
yeah, no, Anyway,
Mike, do you remember, Tony? You remember this? I got to bring this up. I got to get it off my chest.
go ahead.
I remember years ago.
You have a big chest, by the way.
Yeah,
It's massive.
That's
Holy
because, that's because I pick up the rocks and I was promoting Calabria. The other day, it's a 400-pound rock. I pick it up, I bench press 3 times, I throw it and went all the way to Abruzzi.
That's
Holy
that's
power.
that's a lot
Yeah.
of power.
But I remember with the Maple Leafs, they have one guy. I like him. I know he's not Italian guy, but I still like him. He makes good coffee. Tim Horton.
Oh, Timmy
Nice
Hart.
defenseman. Italian guys used to like him, all right?
Sure, because of the coffee.
The coffee, right?
Not bad.
So Tim Horton, he was
He
a
went
great
for
defenseman.
coffee all the time.
Yeah, he went for coffee all the time. Tim Horton, nobody tell you this. Tim Horton, Alan Stanley, all those guys from Ohio Leafs, and then later on, Gretzky, his father, I train them.
Yeah.
I trained those guys. They came to Calabria for a 2-week summer program. And I teach them, first of all, balance. How to keep your balance when you stand on a rock. Then on the skates, it's easy.
Yeah.
Then I tell them how to keep your balance on one leg and swing your stick and smash somebody before you fight.
That's it.
Then I teach them how to fight in the penalty box. Remember the old days that they used to put the policeman between the two
Yeah.
guys and
Oh,
they
yeah.
fight?
Yeah.
Remember Ken
Yeah.
Douglas? He grabbed the
Yeah,
policeman,
yeah.
move. He grabbed Chico Mack in
Yeah,
Chicago.
Chico
bing,
Mack, yeah,
bing,
bing,
bing.
yeah.
He gave him 350 shot.
That he trained with you there. Eh?
Yeah, he trained. Yeah, I teach him that stuff.
I remember that.
That's all Calabrian style hockey. Anyway, go ahead, boys. Talk.
So yeah, I mean we could talk about that for another two hours. But back to the music part, because back to what's it, Di Francesco.
Joey DiFrancesco, champion,
Yeah.
number 1.
So did he play with Miles Davis? Anybody else he played with?
He
Like-
played Miles Davis, all the Jets guys in the world. He worked with everybody, drummer, famous drummer, Billy Hart, Roy Haynes. He worked with the Dennis Chamber.
Hold on, but
He wa-
you said your music was your hobby, but didn't you know a guy named Gino Vanelli?
Yeah, Gino
Gino
Vanelli, my
Vanelli.
friend too. I talked to Gino about a couple of 3 weeks ago. I talked
Gino
to him.
Vanelli.
Yeah, he's doing good.
From Montreal, right?
Yeah, nice
So-
guy. Yeah.
So what happened with you and him? Was there a story there? Or
Oh no,
story?
yeah, I started to do a tour with the Gino in 1990. I went over there September 14th. I had
As a bodyguard or as a
no, I was going to play the drum, the tamburi.
Oh, okay.
He
okay.
called me up,
See?
Gino, good guy.
That's good. 'Cause
I rehearsed with him. That's not going to work. I didn't feel comfortable with his method of how he wanted to reproduce the song live.
Right.
Because you know me, I have too much power when I play the drum.
Yeah.
right? So
Like
he want me,
boxing.
he want me to play.
What do you want you to slow it down, Rocco?
Yeah, no, he want me to take it easy, play gentle.
Gentle.
My wife she's a 6'3", 295. I can't be gentle.
No.
You got to be a little bit tough. My wife, the best fight I ever had was with my wife.
yeah.
We fight 46 rounds one time.
Holy fuck.
Oh yeah, I got like some 940 stitches all over my body.
While you were sleeping.
Yeah, she almost killed me, but we get along okay.
Yeah.
Gino Vanelli, eh?
Yeah.
Yeah, Gino, good guy, very
So
talented
what
man.
happened? You just said, forget it. I don't want to play here anymore?
I said, Gino, we stay stay friends, But maybe one day we got the opportunity to work together again. You're gonna do a little tour.
What about Alfie Zappa? Did you know Zappa Costa?
Yeah, I played with Alfie a couple times. Yeah, Alfie, great. He lived in the western part of Canada.
Who would you say was the best Italian singer of all time?
Rocco
Well,
del
Not
Sud.
Pavarotti.
Not Pavarotti.
Rocco del Sud.
Rocco del Sud?
Well, Rocco del Sud was great for the Calabria stuff.
Yeah.
Shuri, shuri, shuri di te tulano, l'amore che mi das tutto lo junto. Yeah, he's very good.
Good.
That's like a diffusion
He was
Calabria
like
style.
4'9", that guy, right?
4'9". You give him 3 inches too much.
Oh,
Maybe even
kidding.
less.
Wow, he was short.
Oh, he can
Anyway,
move.
yeah, he was a short. I did a chin.
Caruso was great. Right?
Yeah.
And if we talk Italian singer, really great singer. Massimo Ranieri, quando le canzoni napoletane, quando Taverito, he's fantastic,
I
right?
like Celentano.
You got-
You
and
like
he-
Celentano?
I do.
Yeah, he likes a Celentano. He used to like the Cugini di
about
Campagna.
Oh, yeah,
Dominic-
I used to like it.
what about,
Ipu?
Mario Lanza.
Mario Lanza.
okay.
Yeah, he had that wasn't his full name. His full name was Mario Lanzalata. No, I'm kidding.
Ensalada, that's it.
And then,
Unzalad.
don't forget the
How
very
about Dino
famous
Martin? Dean Martin.
Dino
Good singer
Martino.
with the
Dino
shit, that guy.
Cruschetti.
Yeah, and we had the great band, the rock band in Italy. They called the Neutrals.
Neutral.
Neutrals?
Yeah.
Yeah.
For real?
Then
yeah?
they had more of a underground type of music fusion. Il
Perchance to dream.
Perchance to Dream, Il Baricentro,
Oh,
Napoli
sì.
Centrale, from
Neutrals.
Naples, your grandfather
Seriously? Yeah,
from.
I don't
Oh, yeah,
remember any of
Napoli Centrale, oh, the killer, the great drummer, everybody
Was
fantastic.
this
yeah.
like 70s rock?
Yeah, fusion rock like that. Premiata Forneria Marconi, oh yeah,
Oh, yeah.
PFM.
PFM. Yeah. great.
PFM, hey Tony.
Oh, yeah. I was into the Ipu. I was into those bands.
Oh
Yeah?
yeah, Ipo, great. Alessandra, nice. Yeah, I love it. I get emotional when I talk about them.
Yeah. Well, yeah. So, I mean, yeah, we've, yeah.
Lots of accomplishment Italian, eh?
Oh, sure. Music, art, acting. Like, look at the acting.
Well,
Holy crap.
acting.
I mean, even though I don't like De Niro anymore because he's an idiot, but he's a great actor.
Well, we got the guys in Italy too. You got the famous, remember, Il Postino, great film, Massimo
Sure.
Troisi.
Yeah,
And you got
yeah.
Roberto Benigni, Life is Beautiful.
yeah.
Marcello Mastroianni.
Marcello Mastroianni, where
So-
you go? No losing
Sophia
control.
Loren.
You know, you probably don't know.
What about
Claudia-
Monica Bellucci?
Claudia Cardinale.
Focus, Sophia Loren. Don't lose control, everybody. I'm already getting a little bit of
Anna
erection.
Magnana.
So you probably don't know that Rocco, not only a boxer, musician, he's an actor too. Yeah, he was in some movies too.
course.
Right, Rocco?
Yeah, I do movies, yeah.
Yeah. See.
I do a 5 film with a guy named Tom Selleck.
remember
Jesse
Tom
Stone,
Selleck.
yeah.
Magnum P.I.
Yeah, he do this film, Jesse Stone series, right? Written by my good friend in California, Michael Brandeman. What a good guy. Eh? Mickey, if you're watching, you hear me? Tante saluta mujer. Yeah. Yeah, so I do 5 film over there. I work with Chaz Palminteri from Bronx Tale.
Yeah, Chaz,
I play the role. Yeah, I play the role of Jean Gotti. I play the role of Angelo Ruggiero.
Did you really?
Yeah, then we did another mafia film called The Bonanno Family with the famous, the great Tony Nardi, a great actor too. And I play the role of Frank Labruzzo.
Tony Nardi.
He's actor
He's an actor.
Sounds
from
sounds
Montreal.
familiar.
Yeah.
Tony Nardi.
Oh, a lot
yes,
of
I
good
know
guys
you
there. A
mean,
lot
yeah.
of good, fantastic actor over there. Tony Nardi from Montreal, yeah.
Yeah.
Dom Fiore over there. Vittorio Rossi, he writes
What
his
about
play.
the guy
you know.
who did the
Who is there?
those movies, the Italian mob movies from here?
Frank D'Angelo.
Frank D'Angelo.
Oh, I work with Frankie too. Hey, compare
the
Frank.
vampire, the Sicilian vampire.
Oh, I'm in that. I'm in the tree of Frankie film.
Yeah.
Yeah.
we had him on the show. We had him on the first
He's
series.
a solid
of
guy, good guy.
podcasts.
He is
Yeah.
good. Frank
He's
is good.
good,
yeah.
Sicilia, La Sicilia.
Yeah.
One day we were having lunch in a restaurant on
Yeah.
King Street. You know, it was called. What was it called? Forget About a Supper Club. or whatever. Remember?
Forget about
You
it.
and I were having lunch.
Yeah, we'll go there. Yeah.
And then we were just sitting by the window eating. And then Frank walked up. He says, I do a show called Being Frank, on Channel 11.
Being Frank show.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
remember.
He says, you guys want to come on it? Remember that?
Yeah, we went and
We
we had a good time, man.
We went downstairs. That's where his studio was. It was like he had an audience with like 6 people in it or 8 people. Remember?
Yeah.
Paid audience. His full band, and we went on there. I don't know. We just kind of riffed on the show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We told everybody we're cousins.
We're cousins. Yeah,
Well-
we were cousins. Yeah, but meanwhile, I haven't boxed a day in my life.
Remember the drink that he had?
Where?
Oh,
The
cheetah.
Cheetah. Remember
Oh,
Ben
yeah.
Johnson? You cheat, I cheat all the time.
I cheat all the
Remember?
time. Fucking right, he does.
Oh, yeah.
They all
You
fucking
remember
cheat.
that? That was
Oh,
funny.
he's fantastic. Frank
Oh,
is fantastic. Yeah, he's a fantastic guy. Yeah.
So Frank, another guy. Hey, I respect guys that try to do
yeah,
shit.
opportunists,
and
for
just
sure.
try to get shit done. Like, what's wrong with that?
Yeah, we
You know
had a
what I mean?
very famous guy built the ship here, Franceschini, the family, remember?
Yeah.
They take away all of his money in the
Franceschini.
Second World War.
That
The Canadian
was,
government.
Wasn't that Dufferin? Dufferin
Yeah.
Construction?
Yeah.
Africa Stra- yeah.
This is the
Yeah.
Canadian government. They
Franceschini
made a
had
mess
them.
at that
Yeah.
time, and now this guy here, he made another mess this time. Big mess.
Same. Even though he's not his real father, but at the end of the day,
Who's that?
That's her. What's her name? Justin Trudeau.
Justin
Trudeau.
Trudeau.
Anyway,
Yeah.
when I want to get into politics and bring everybody down,
That's
anyway, he's a write-off.
Thing's son.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
Pietro.
Castro.
No.
Fidel Castro.
Castro's kid.
Yeah, no
Yeah,
kidding.
that's I
With
heard
Margaret.
that too. That's why I don't go to Cuba.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I won't go there. Because
Because-
Castro, a long time ago, remember before the Bay of Pigs, he phoned me up and said, Rocco, listen, we need to go on a
Did he
special
call you
training. I said, listen, the technique we got for boxing in Italy is number 1 in the world. We're not going to train you. I'm not going to train you over there, especially from Calabria.
Yeah.
That's we do kinesiology, knees. Can these knees handle? That's where they come from, the term
That's where
kinesiology.
the-
Yeah. So I was not going to teach them that kind of bullshit, pardon my language. So I told them, no, you learn your own Cuban style. And when they go to Olympic, those Cuban guys, they cheat all the time.
Yeah.
They cheat.
Of course. So music.
Yeah.
You've been to some good. I mean, Mike and I were talking about some of the concerts we've been in.
Which one you go with? Famous concert. Go ahead.
We've been to lots, but my favorite concert,
Yeah.
well, other than the Three Tenors, when I saw the Three Tenors, that was a good show.
1, 2, 3.
Was the Prince show in Toronto,
Oh,
the
my-
Purple
my- I
Rain
was there.
show.
My favorite too.
Did you? What about you, Rocco? It's the best show you've been to.
First of all, I think, no offense about the Purple Rain. Prince is okay, but I never seen Purple Rain in my whole life.
No, hold on a
Rain is
second.
no-
Hold on.
no
I'm saying the
catch purple.
show.
Oh,
The
the
show.
show.
The show. The tour was called the
respect.
Purple Rain, but the concert itself
Oh,
was.
the show. I never seen the Prince.
Oh, it was amazing.
No.
Yeah.
I never seen the Prince.
What was your favorite concert, Rocco?
Best concert I ever seen
Ever.
in my life?
Yeah.
Like, well, I couldn't believe it.
Yeah.
Best concert I've seen in my life was a place in the University of Toronto called the Convocation Hall.
Yeah.
I called it that night. I couldn't find my seat with my wife. I thought it was called the Complication Hall.
Yeah.
That's
So
what it
I
was.
finally found the seat with my wife. My wife is 6'3". I told her 290. We needed 4 chairs for her.
Big woman,
But
yeah.
I had a little argument to one guy there. I said, "Listen, my wife, you can see she's a little."
So do you have to buy 2 airplane tickets for her? When you
No,
go?
I just start a fight with the pilot, and I get what I need.
I
and
see.
then he gets scared. Go, you Rocco? Yeah, okay, go sit over here. So we went to show their Convocation Hall. Great jazz bass player. His name is Jaco Pastorius.
Oh,
He's
yeah.
not Italian.
No.
But he's great.
Pastorius?
Pastorius. And his
Must be Greek.
Yeah, no, he mix it up. He have a little bit Finland. His father's, I don't know, half a German.
Best you ever seen.
Yeah, electric jazz bass player, famous. He died. They kill him in a street fight. They kill him in Fort Lauderdale, 1987. He died. He's 37 years old.
Did he
died,
play
yeah.
with like Toto or something?
He played. Jaco played a very famous
heard
jazz.
of him.
Weather Report. He's
Oh
famous.
yes, that's it. Weather
That
Report.
was a song?
Yeah, he played with Weather
band.
Report, the
Oh.
jazz band, Weather Report. Yeah. So he had his band that time, a Convocation Hall. The band was called Word of Mouth.
Word of
So
mouth.
I took my wife to see. I had a night off from my
Really,
show.
eh?
Yeah. great. That was a great performance. And I seen another great
Jazz guitar.
jazz bass.
Jazz bass.
Yeah, he had nice, very famous musician of the jazz of Randy Brecker played trumpet. And another great concert was my very first time I seen a band from Chicago.
Chicago.
Yeah, ba-ba-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-da. I went to my friend Paul Sweeney, my friend, the Irish friend. We close, Irish Italian. we subcontract a lot for
sure.
gangster, right?
Yeah.
We're tight,
So you like Chicago?
Oh yeah, Chicago. Not now. Now I don't like Chicago.
When they
now.
first started.
Well, when they started the first three album, when they have the guitar player Terry Caff. Oh yeah, they're great. Eh? Remember they have a festival at Varsity Place Arena.
Was that called Beggar's Banquet?
I didn't go to that one.
Jesse told me about that. Remember Jesse?
Oh, Jesse.
He told me about
the
that.
shot that killed
Beggar's
Jesse
Banquet.
James.
Yeah, he went to Beggar's Banquet at Varsity Stadium.
So do you remember the guy Big Nick?
Big Nick.
Was he the bodyguard?
Yes, of course.
Was he a part
So
of
Big Nick-
Was he part of your lands
No.
area?
Big Nick came to Rack and Q. When we used to hang around the Rack and Q,
Yeah.
because I lived at Keelan Lawrence, a Maple Leaf, we used to go to Rack and Q.
Oh, Kill Lawrence. So
Yeah.
what's that?
And-
Falstaff. What's the bakery there? Rustic
Rustic
Bakery.
Bakery.
Oh,
The
my
best.
yeah.
Number one.
Number one. And so we used to go there, and Big Nick Charles
Yeah.
used to shoot pool there. That was Rick Emmett's
Evans.
bodyguard.
Yeah, that's where I
The
met
Rock and Q.
him.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he was his bodyguard.
Yeah,
right?
all right.
Yeah.
I work with him, by the way.
So he used to come there a lot, and so did Sergio Galli. Galli used to shoot pool there too,
Yeah,
from Platinum
famous.
Blonde. But Big Nick, so Big Nick gave me, in those days, I was like 16, 17. He gave me Rick Emmett's guitar pin,
Yeah. Pick. Yeah.
with his name on it and a poster. But he died young. When he,
Yeah.
I think maybe 3 or 4 years after meeting him, when I was probably in my 20s, he ended up passing away. Big Nick.
Yeah, Rick wrote a
Huge.
wrote a
You know
song,
me,
a
Tony?
tribute to him called "Passage for Big Nick" or something.
Is that was one of his songs?
Well,
Yeah.
we work with
Yeah.
Rick Hammond. I work with.
Yeah.
I went to school with Rick at time.
you were drumming with Rick? Did you
I
drum?
played a couple of gigs with Rick. Yeah, plus Humber College. You go there. I went there for a couple of weeks to study
How old
music.
is Rick Emmett now, guys?
Well, he got
71, 72.
70?
Yeah, I think he's born 1953. I
Yeah.
think. Ricky, if you heard the show, give us
Yeah.
a phone call.
He was great.
You know, it's great.
Great.
Rick, all of it, like amazing singer. Rock singer.
Oh, yeah, great.
So now
Yeah.
he's getting all this recognition. Like people are experiencing. If you go on YouTube and you look at
Yeah.
Rick Emmett's first, first listen to, let's say, Fight the Good Fight from
Fight
the
the
US
Good Fight.
Festival in
Oh, yeah.
1983 live.
Fantastic.
No auto tune. No.
When he was
And
sitting
people
down,
are-
when he was sitting down,
Oh,
doing
yeah.
everything,
But
it was
he's playing, like, people are blown away. Blown away by his talent. Like, and now
I think he's more popular. Well, he was popular.
I
back
think he's
then.
more like
He might be more
these
popular
views
now.
now on his
After he did that thing on Netflix or YouTube.
well,
or whatever
but even
it was.
I think just the people
at
that
the
are-
ice. What do you
yeah.
call it? Metalworks. there.
Metalworks. So just the his ability to like his vocal range and ability to play and stuff. Now people are realizing and recognizing it. So his views on some of these first impression or first time listening videos. I don't know if you've seen these things.
Yeah.
So people just put the tape on for the first time and they watch and then they go like, what the.
Oh,
And
yeah.
they're getting millions of views, right?
Oh, yeah.
So,
yeah.
so he's a great guy, amazing person. Yeah.
He
Great.
came to our 50th anniversary, remember?
Yeah, he did.
Play
Played on the 50th anniversary show. He did. He played on
their
my.
50th anniversary show.
No, we did a show at.
Yeah.
50 years of drumming. That's my show. Tony put it together.
Yeah, I,
Really?
And by the way, Tony is a great singer too, write a nice
Yeah,
song too.
yeah,
eh?
that-
He doesn't say himself.
Fire in the
fire
rain.
in the culo. That's when you eat too many.
Talking to the cool. That's
Fire,
Calabrese,
we used
yeah.
to. I used to be called fire in the culo, but
Fire
that's
in the
after
culo.
eating too many hot peppers.
Yeah.
Then we
That
changed
was
the
a
name
good
to
song. I liked
Fire
it.
in,
But Tony let me listen to it for the first time. I loved it. I thought.
Yeah.
it was
Great. He wrote
Good
a lot of
song.
nice songs. But see the way he...
You and Silvio, no? Silvio right in
So
with you.
I'm gonna get Silvio here too. I'm
Yeah.
gonna do a show with
You
Silvio.
know, it's funny Italian, eh? When you speak Italian, right? Like if you say, right? Well, we're just talking now, right? Fire. Italians, il fuoco.
So
And if
much
you
better.
say in the bum, you say il fuoco nel culo. That's a proper Italian.
That's a
right?
nice name for a band.
That's a nice band.
Fire in the ass.
If you say Calabria style, right?
Calabria style.
Italian, it's il fuoco nel culo. But Calabrese, that's Piemonte, where I'm from, you say, Lo Hoco in Cholocolo. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's got more feeling.
It's got more feeling.
That's
more,
soul music.
You got a little pumpation feeling. You know?
Oh, yeah.
That's true.
Yeah.
eh?
Pumpation for the nation.
Different
That's it.
dialects.
That's
different-
another one, Mike, we make up
Pumpation
Italian.
for the nation.
What are you doing? Pumpation. For who? The nation.
That's it.
Pumpation for the nation.
And any word that ends in, you always have to do this. Like there's two things you have to do. You have to do four-finger point
Oh, yeah.
when you want to point at something. And then any word that ends in nation, you add for the nation. So if you say constipation, for
For
the
the
nation.
nation.
And if you say aggravation, for the nation. Pumpation, for the nation. So you always have to add for the nation.
Coordination.
For the
nation.
nation. Yeah, yeah. Hand
Bravo.
job, for the
For
nation.
the nation.
No, sorry, that's not the
It's okay. We do it anyway.
We do it anyway. So
Masturbation.
for the
For the
nation.
nation.
Ah,
There
you're
you
getting
go.
it. You're getting it. That's what I kind of
Inculation for the nation.
Yeah,
When
yeah,
we pay
yeah.
taxes, inculation.
Taxation for the nation.
taxation for the nation.
yeah.
If we have products every day, like if whatever I say for the nation.
For the nation.
gotta-
Inculation.
For the
Inflation for the nation.
That's
Pumpation.
it. You got to products. If you
See,
don't products, you
products.
don't remember, right? That's why
If you
it's
gotta-
rude to do this. Hey, you. Point with one finger.
No.
But if you go, hey, you they don't get offended.
Italians.
They go like this. They don't point with one finger.
Right.
Yeah. So if you you go, hey, come here.
Right.
Hey, get out of here.
And we count it different.
Yeah.
Italian, you go 1, 2,
two.
3. No, così, 3. You
Yeah.
gotta
Who does
fight
this?
all
This
that.
is like
Yeah,
yeah,
it's like
1, 2,
this.
3.
So,
That's
first
it.
reason, I leave you. I said to my wife. Second reason, the third reason. Fourth reason, 5. Okay? When you hungry, what do you say? You go like this. I'm hungry, your stomach.
Yeah.
When you're thirsty, you want a half a liter of wine. You go like this. Dammo.
Italians invented sign language. We have
For
a,
sure.
we have, we have a
used to say-
show just on Italian sign language.
Yeah.
We did a show just on Italian sign
That's
language.
it. When you go to jail, my father used to say, don't talk to him. I go, why, Dad? Because he did the 5 years.
Yeah.
That means you did
You
jail.
did jail time. Yeah, man. It's
This
like
means she cute.
Yeah.
yeah.
This means he's a...
This one here, I don't think we covered. When you go like
Right?
this, see?
This
When you
one's-
go, this one.
Not there.
This one you go like this. This is like
What's
know
that?
this one is not Italian.
What is it?
This is like in the culo.
Oh, no, I don't talk
Never
about
seen
it.
that one.
Yeah, that one there.
That's
Somebody.
pornography, Tony. I don't
No,
do
no,
that.
that's some guy who used to go to school with my son. He was deaf, and he used to teach me sign
così.
language. He used to teach me sign language. He was he was a funny guy. He taught me all the bad sign language.
Yeah, they probably,
He didn't tell me
a lot of
anything
the
good.
a lot of the
Yeah,
sign language they got from probably
the Italians,
yeah.
of course.
Come
Yeah.
here.
Come here. Yeah.
Venica.
Then the most famous one,
Yate.
this one here.
Oh, yeah, right
Well,
here.
this one
But
is the
Pumpation has its own.
this.
This
This
too.
is Pompeii. Oh, this one too. Pompation.
This
Yeah,
is
yeah.
Scopa.
This is Pompation.
Anyway, the people are not going to see that on the audio podcast. So
No,
we
I have to show, for if
we
they
can
want
show
products at home.
we get the products at home.
Yeah.
So
You have to
so,
do a version
did you-
restricted
So
version.
did you meet did you ever meet Tony Danza?
Tony Danza, I work the first time I do a movie
Yeah.
in 1985 with the
Is he Italian, by the way? Or is
Tony
he?
Danza, New York Italian. I said,
Oh, there you go.
I work with Tony Danza. The movie was called Doing Life, and I played the part of Carmelo Ortiz. And the guy that got me the job,
Yeah.
who suggested me, was my great friend who passed away in 1989, film director from Los Angeles, Harvey Hart. He loved me like his son. And he said, you got to audition for a little movie coming to Toronto for Gene Reynolds, who was the director at that time of a show on TV called MASH.
Oh, yeah. yeah.
So I didn't have an agent or nothing. I just go down there. They told me go down there.
How did you
Great
meet?
show.
How did you meet him? Like, how did you come to meet this guy?
Harvey Hart?
Yeah.
My friend Harvey Hart, I met him because I went to high school with a beautiful daughter, one of his daughter. Her name was Beth. Beth Hart.
Beth Hart.
Yeah. And I met him, and he loved music. He's a great director. He did East of Eden with Jane Seymour. We did a lot of film in Los Angeles. Even when I go to LA a couple times, I use his car. He had it in storage. He just says, use my car.
Still alive?
No, he passed away in 1989. Yeah, he was great, Harvey. So he said, you go there, Gene Reynolds, those people are going to phone you. They phone me up. I go down there, audition one line. I was happy, I was scared, my first film, Rocco was going to be in the movie.
That was your first movie?
Yeah, first one. And then the Claire Walker, nice lady from, she casting, very special casting. She said, to go outside, take it that side over there. And I'd look at the side, a lot of lines, the Carmelo Ortiz. She goes, Gina want to see you do this role. I read the part, and before I went home, I got home a telephone call. You got the
You
job.
got it.
And then I joined the union, actor union. Yeah. Now, I'm not a famous actor. I'm a working actor. I made the money so I could buy my son and my daughter shoes.
That's it.
And make my wife happy a little bit so I stay out of trouble. You know,
Yeah.
she's 6'3".
She's
I
big.
keep telling 295.
See, Rocco, I'm telling you, you have a lot of experience.
Well, because you have to. You got to watch if your wife that size. You got to take care of the kids. You got to
kidding.
bring home the baby.
She put you in a
gotta
headlock.
call you.
She put you in a headlock. You won't get up for you.
She'll kill you.
Fucking
Kill you. She cut the oxygen
put you in a
supply.
sleeper.
Oh yeah, she tried. She used to have a thing called the Bolivian ankle lock. But in order for her to apply this very special thing, she has to put me down on the ground to grab my ankle. When she grabbed this ankle, I kick her with the other one, so she couldn't do it. But one day, as soon as I wake up,
Why Bolivian and not?
Yeah.
well, she went to Bolivia for doing
training?
Weight Watcher program.
Oh.
She failed there too. She didn't succeed. So I wake up one day. She took la frisola, you fried the fish, the iron pan. She smashed me in the head. Bing. Then I go down on the floor. Then she put the ankle lock on.
the Bolivian
Oh
ankle.
yeah. She break my ankle in 3 places.
Wow.
You don't know what happened after that. When I come out of the hospital, what happens? Going to happen after that? You don't know what I did to her one day. Oh yeah, one time I make a sex with her. We have like a mutual, you know.
Yeah.
We have to
Mutual, yeah.
stop fighting. Peace, right? Make peace. La pace. So we scopation, right? As I tell you, I make love to my wife for 36 hours straight.
What do you mean? You
Like
made-
a machine.
Sorry.
I lose 14 pounds that day.
Sorry. Let me ask you. So, were there sometimes it was non-mutual?
Most of the time with the non-mutual.
Scopation for the nation.
Yeah, we have a
Well, hold on a
scopation
sec.
against your will.
Yeah.
Not her will, against my will.
Your will.
She's a 295.
Yeah.
6 foot
You
on
can't-
top.
you can't
She
say
goes,
no.
let's do the Karma Sutra. Who asked us to cazzo the Karma Sutra? Me devuta. You weigh 295. I couldn't breathe. I almost died. So she jumped. She pumped from the top and then put oxygen mask on me.
at the
I
same
almost
time.
died.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I almost died.
She put
and then one time, when she's on top, she goes, she eat a veal sandwich, all the suco on my chest. It's terrible. Mickey, Charlie, Tony, I swear to God. Anyway.
But so it was non-mutual, but on your side.
On my side, it's
Holy
mutual for her.
shit.
I don't want it.
He had no
How many
say.
times a day did you do pumpation?
One time, my wife, she had pumpation. She asked me at least 12 times.
No kidding.
Yeah,
But
that's in the
did you have to?
daytime.
Didn't it like putza after? Like what?
No, we take a shower. She has the hose from the garden.
But did you start to use the Cialis in the
No, hold on.
I know,
Hold on.
regular, normal?
No.
Hold on.
Cialis.
Hold on. Let's talk about washing
No, we
the
use
hose from the garden. What happened?
My wife took the hose from the garage. She put it inside the bedroom. Before we finish sex, she spray me down, and then she get on top again, and then she spray me down again. And she give me very new drug, and it's called a Niagara.
Yeah, I heard of this one.
Because when you elimination, it's like the falls.
Yeah, lots of la sparamenda, like la sparamenda, la crema de
La
la
spara.
crema.
Spara.
Hold on a sec.
Yeah.
So after 12 times, you have to power wash that thing, no?
No, I don't need power wash. First of all, I'm very sanitation.
Yeah. For
Okay,
the
I
nation.
wash all the time.
Sanitation.
For
For the nation. Thank you, Mikey. See? Somebody do their homework. Compare Mike always on
They
top.
compare Mike products. These products.
Products.
That's it.
So that's what happened. You see, I wash all the time. I use a very special soap that we make in Calabria.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
How
it's
does it made? How's it made? Is
Well,
it like the same stuff?
First, you have to kill the pig.
Is that from the pig or the goat? Or
From the pig. So I killed the
Soap
pig.
from the pig.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
make a soap from
Wow.
the pig. So
I
we
heard
use
that.
it.
I kind of heard that before.
Yeah, we use it. Yeah, we work. Yeah, once we knock off the pig.
Was
you
it
know.
from the foot of the?
The proponi, yeah.
Yes.
That's it. Sometimes I eat the foot too. They call it proponi.
Beautiful.
Yeah, I love
Pig
it.
feet.
Yeah, pig
And
feet.
the tongue.
And if you mix goat, la pecora, el porco, you make a nice soap. Pig and sheep.
Pig sheep.
Pig
soap.
sheep soap. Very nice. Because wherever you go, you're gonna smell either like a pig
Or a
or a
sheep.
sheep.
Holy crap.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. Yeah. Anyway.
And then we got the very famous perfume too. I forgot to mention Italy. We got the famous profumo, We got the Pinot Silvestre.
Oh,
You
Pinot
smell like
Silvestre.
an alpine tree.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, I,
Pinot Silvestre?
you know, when one
Holy
year
shit.
we were so broke, my family, I had the kid, you know, my wife and I, the kids are small. We didn't have money for a Christmas tree. I sprayed myself full of Pinot Silvestre. My kids
They
thought
put
I
the-
was a Christmas
they
tree.
put the ornaments
they
on
put
you?
the licorne on my top of my head and the wings over here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
They said, Buon Natale, Papa. I go, yeah.
Was that
This
like-
year,
That was
you
like
get no
that,
presents.
That and what was the other one? Everybody used to smell like that.
Azzaro.
Azzaro.
Azzaro?
That's it, yeah.
Borsellino's another one.
Holy
Famous,
shit!
yeah.
And then I remember like
Remember the Ferrari one with the Ferrari?
Oh, yeah.
all these kinds,
Smell
and then
like carbon
they all
monoxide.
they all smell
Smell
the
like
same.
the engine.
They
Yeah.
Oh,
all
yeah.
smell the same.
But
Everybody
now they
smells
got
the same.
they got some beautiful place now. I follow perfume too. You know
Beautiful
that.
stuff today.
They got
Malizia Duomo, Malizia. Remember Malizia?
Malizia was a good too, but these are the one I'm going to talk to you now about is a niche house.
Niche house?
There's one called Giardini di Toscana. They make a beautiful profumo. There's one called the Sospiro. This very high-end, very expensive perfume, man. Not the pig sheep one like the one I wear.
Yeah.
Not the Pinot Silvestre. This is an upper crust. Very famous. You know, when you put them on, you put a sprue on. Never mind how karate, the chicks, they're going to jump on you. No, when you put on a Sospiro, a 100 milliliter costs $400. What do you
Holy
think?
fuck.
Oh, yeah,
Anyway.
you put
Well, time really flies when you're having a good time, and I want to thank our guest Mike Ciccone for coming out today and just some great stories. And
Oh, yeah.
of course, we're gonna maybe have you back at
Absolutely, I
another
loved
time.
it.
Like have you back and
Yeah.
talk about some other stuff. And yeah, we want to thank you for coming. And Rocco, as always,
Yeah, thanks to Mike. Yeah,
I
Mike,
think-
we got to do part 2.
Yes, part 2. And,
Okay.
and that's a congratulations.
Are you? I
For the
gotta
night.
ask a question of
thanks,
every
Mike.
guest. Are you
was
Italian
great.
or are you Italian or Italian wannabe?
Italian.
Uh-huh.
And your tagline, what, Rocco?
I love you and nobody else.
That's,
Okay, ciao, ciao.
Ciao.
Ciao.